Revelation chapter 17, verse 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not.
Talking about in his vision. Talking about not, it is not, meaning it wasn't during his time. Come on.
And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Meaning what? The roots of it is going to come out of Europe. Talking about it's going to spawn out of Rome, basically. Come on.
And go into perdition.
Meaning what? In the last days, it's going to be destroyed. That's talking about Babylon the Great. Come on.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life.
They're going to be like, well, what is America? What is Babylon the Great? Come on.
Who were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
Meaning what? The Lord has already got a number slated for destruction. We can't do anything about it. But if you're in this truth, we must make our call and election sure. Read.
When they behold the beast that was.
The beast that was, talking about at that time was what? Talking about Rome. Come on.
And is not. And yet is.
Meaning it says the beast that was that you saw in the vision, and it says and is not, because it hasn't reached the time, but yet is. Talking about what? How it comes from Rome. Jump down to verse 11.
Verse 11.
Because it's talking about how it comes out of the bottom of the pit. Come on.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth.
So the beast that was in your vision and is not during that time, he is of the eighth. He's the eighth head. That's talking about America. Watch this.
And is of the seventh.
And meaning what? It came out of Great Britain. That's what this is going into. So when we say back like he never left, this man is the same man, not talking about Donald Trump, but the nation that was back then during time of Paul. We read that. Go back to 2 Thessalonians. Go back to 2 Thessalonians so they can see. So what Paul said in 2 Thessalonians is no different than what John was bringing out there in Revelation 17. Read that.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4.
Watch this.
Who opposeth and exalteth.
Start at verse 3.
Verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means.
Meaning what? This man that Paul is talking about is going to come with much deception. Meaning what? It'll be a white man post up as Jesus Christ all over the world. Read.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
Meaning what? You're not going to see Caesar Borgia all over the place until we fall into what? Captivity, slavery. We woke up as African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, and so forth. Come on.
And that man of sin be revealed.
That man of what?
That man of sin be revealed.
So that man of sin that's all over the wall in the church is going to be revealed by the prophets in the latter days. Come on.
The son of perdition.
Meaning what? He's slated for destruction. So meaning anybody hitched to this man will receive of the judgment. That same destruction. Come on.
Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God.
Come on.
Or that is worship. So that he as God sitteth in the temple of God.
Come on.
Showing himself that he is God.
Come on.
Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things? And now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time.
That's the same thing we read in Revelation 17. The beast that was in the vision and is not yet. I mean, it's got to be revealed in time. Now people looking like, damn, this is the man of sin. They running the pedophile rings. All kinds of evils is coming out. He declassifying the JFK, RFK, MLK. People going to be looking like, damn, the white man was behind all that. The Lord has put the spirit on where his tongue is falling upon him own self. Come on.
For the mystery of iniquity doth already work.
That's Rome.
Only he who now letteth will let, until he be taken out of the way.
Come on.
And then shall that wicked be revealed.
And then shall that wicked, meaning you got wicked people on the earth, but the Bible says it is the man of sin, the race of sin, the wicked people that got to be revealed. People going to find out, oh no, them ain't Caucasians, them damn Edomites. They're people that God hate. That's what's going on. Who's going to be revealed by the prophets? Read.
And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth.
That's going into what? What's the spirit of the Lord's mouth? The Holy Bible. Read.
And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
That's why it says he's the son of perdition, meaning he's must be destroyed when Christ come back. So let's pull up the article real quick to see what this man is doing. Let's get some of the news articles up there.
The human cost of Trump firing all federal DEI workers.
Oh no, I don't want that just yet. I want the mass deportation. Let's get that. We ain't dealing with that DEI right now. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, those kind of programs, we'll talk about that later. But let's read that real quick. We got the deportations coming up.
public schools try to protect undocumented students from Trump immigration raids. A recent move by Trump allows immigration authorities to conduct raids at schools. Multiple school districts have pledged to complicate the efforts.
So you got people trying to stand in the way, but I want to show y'all something. Pull up another article about Trump and his deportation. I thought we had quite a few of them up in there. I want someone he locking people up, sending people back. We got all that.
Yeah, if these articles we bringing up, man, don't show you that this man is the devil,
right?
Like I don't know who is he? Like Job said, who is he?
Mass arrest in nationwide U.S. immigration crackdown.
So they doing mass arrest. They sending people back. Give me Acts 18. Yes, sir. Yep.
Acts chapter 18, verse 2. And found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy.
That's talking about Rome. Come on.
With his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome. And came unto them.
So he said he made a decree that all Jews got to depart from Rome. America is nothing but an extension of Rome. What are they doing? They making a decree that all you so-called Jews, y'all are the Jews being deported. You got the so-called Haitians. You got the so-called Latinos. Y'all the Northern Kingdom. It's a decree that put out that he's sending all of y'all back. This ain't no different than what we read in the scriptures. Damn. You want to say something?
There's nothing new under the sun. Go ahead, officer. Go ahead.
I mean, that's Romans 15:4 all day in the pain. When you was bringing that out, it made me think about how the Lord's judgment is a ring.
Right.
So all these things are happening today, and guess what? If we looking in the scriptures, we sing and knew the prophets already put it out there that these things are written for our learning. Because what's going on now? They getting booted out of Rome. Babylon today.
Yeah. Hey, look, this is some heavy stuff. Now go back to them. Go back to the article. Watch this. Go down.
A nationwide immigration crackdown on Sunday resulted in the arrest of 956 people, the most since Donald Trump returned to power, according to Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE. A number of federal agencies with newly expanded detention powers were involved in the raids in a number of cities, including Chicago, Newark, and Miami. Trump came to power after making mass deportations of undocumented immigrants a central campaign promise.
Come on.
His predecessor, Joe Biden, carried out an average of 311 immigration deportations daily, according to ICE, mostly individuals who had committed crimes. Since taking office, Trump has carried out 21 executive actions to overhaul the U.S. immigration system. Tom Homan, Trump's border czar, was in Chicago to oversee the operation there, but his federal crackdown has made Democratic leaders unhappy.
So what's going on here is this man is now rounding up people. They classify them as illegal immigrants, undocumented, what do they call them? What is it? Undocumented workers, migrant workers, and all that, illegal aliens. Understand what's going on here, and that was our land. I had a thing in Real World News I posted. Go to the World News and pull up something. I'm going to show y'all something. It should be a Twitter link about the Hebrew discovered over there, and yeah, pull that up real quick.
Bring it out.
Give me that in a second. I'm going to show y'all something. This thing is crazy as hell. So let's play that video real quick. This definitely ties into the topic because the same people that's being kicked out of Rome are the same people getting kicked out of quote-unquote America or Rome today.
Puerto Rican Hebraic writing. Somebody told me this was a real thing. I thought they were crazy. Loco. Then when I went down to the caves to actually check it out here in Puerto Rico, what we found was rather astonishing. Because upon closer look and examination, start to see that each continent is connected through a common language or through common characters or paleo writings or groups of writings that we find on each island. When you go down this cave, which is connected to the ocean basically, you're going to find a lot of these writings. They're going to match up with the paleo. It's absolutely wild when I started to compare a lot of these writings, they were absolutely like identical to the Paleo. Not the modern day Hebrew, but the original Hebrew. A whole bunch of crosses, tovs, a whole bunch of shins. Even see the character hey, where a man is holding his hands up. It's a character of a man. I could see why they don't want people to actually know their own history, why they wouldn't want Puerto Ricans to know that they are Hebrews. Now remember, can a nation be built in a day, my friends? No, it cannot. Neither were you guys. Information, your history didn't start in 1492. Information has been around since basically almost the beginning of time. This place is so historic. That's the letter hey that I was talking about earlier. But there's so much here in the island or on the island of Puerto Rico. Studying the history of the islands worldwide helps to connect every continent, every tribe,
So you gotta have Esau say, hold on, niggas, y'all history ain't starting 1492. That's basically what he said. But I'm gonna show you something. Give me that in Second Ezra.
Second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 4.
Because they getting deported out of their own daggone country. Ridiculous, man. Read.
Second Ezra, chapter 13, verse 40.
Come on.
Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own lands.
So this is talking about the northern kingdom of Israel, so-called Hispanics and Native Americans. Come on.
In the time of Osei the king, whom Salmanasar the king of Assyria led away captive.
Come on.
And he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So that was around 722 BC. Come on.
But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
You see that we're going to a further country where never mankind dwelt. Come on.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So this was about almost 200 years later this was going down. Read.
And they enter into Euphrates by the narrow passages of the river.
Come on.
For the Most High then showed signs for them.
Come on.
And held still the flood till they were passed over.
So they went around the Horn of Africa and back up the coast. Watch this.
For through that country there was a great way to go.
Watch this.
Namely, of a year and a half.
So it took them a year and a half to make this journey. Read.
And the same region is called Arcereth.
The same region is called what?
Arcereth.
So now let's get that up, because somebody might go, you black people just making up dumb stuff. Even though we just saw the Hebrew writing in the caves. You understand? It's always some scoffer out there. Read what Arcereth is out of the Jewish encyclopedia. This the small hats put this together. This wasn't fitted caps, so and snapbacks. This was the small caps that put this together.
JewishEncyclopedia.com. Arcereth by Morris Jastrow Jr. The name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration, according to 4th Esdras chapter 13, verse 45.
We just read that it's 2nd Esdras is compiled in the Bible, but they call it the 4th book of Esdras. Watch this.
Columbus.
Who?
Columbus.
1492.
Columbus identified America with this land.
So Columbus already knew what was good. They put that in a movie called 1492. If Columbus was going to see the Chinese man to bargain herbs and spices, why did he have a Hebrew translator on board with him?
Exactly.
Because he already knew Hispaniola, the island he was hitting, they spoke Hebrew there. Understand that. So now we can go to Lamentations chapter 5. So we wanted to make sure we just bring this whole thing in. So the same man that was expelling us out of Rome, out of Spain, so you understand, during the Inquisition, during Columbus' time, is the same man expelling the northern kingdom out of America today. That's why he back like he never left. We ain't talking about just Trump. We talking about the whole Edomite race.
The white man is back, baby.
That's right. He in full effect now. The man of sin is, the Lord is revealed in the man. But let's read that.
Lamentations chapter 5, verse 1.
Come on.
Remember, O Lord.
Do what?
Oh, remember, O Lord.
Remember, O Lord.
What has come upon us.
Uh-huh.
Consider and behold our reproach.
The Lord got to remember, because we forgot it. That's why it had to be recorded in the scriptures. Read.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
So the inheritance, what we read in 2nd Esdras, is what? Going to a land that never mankind dwelt. It said now it's turned over to strangers. The strangers, the so-called white man. Watch this.
Our houses to aliens.
Hold on, what the Bible call them? What?
Our houses to aliens.
You see the witchcraft now. The white man read that in the Bible. Hold on, we got to flip that. We the Jews down there, and they the aliens. You see the game that's going on? Go ahead, officer.
That's like that. However you say his name, Yahoo. How he called them Bamas. He called them Amalek.
Right.
Like, come on,
You
dude.
talking about I'm gonna destroy Amalek? Like, hold on, Amalek talking right now. You be dropping bombs on yourself. Jesus, keep reading.
We are orphans and fatherless.
We are orphans and fathers. Now we suffer from the blight of single parent homes. Come on.
Our mothers are as widows.
Our mothers are as widows, and as a result, our young men are hauled off to prison. Come on.
We have drunken our water for money.
Now you got to pay this man for water on your land that you once owned. Now that's gangster right there.
Come on,
he come in and steal your stuff, rename you, take your identity, then sell you water on your own land.
The black man in Southeast, y'all not gangster.
No.
The white man is gangster. Just understand that.
I mean, it don't get no. I ain't never heard nothing more gangster than that. That's like a bully coming in, beating you up, taking your name and all that, taking your house and all that, then charging you to come back to your own house. You got to pay the electric bill in your own house that he living in now. Come on, man. That's gangster. That's why you got to have the scriptures. You can't go out there and fight them or you're going to get smashed to pieces like the man in Colombia. Let's keep reading now.
We have drunken our water for money.
Uh-huh.
Our wood is sold unto us.
Uh-huh.
Our necks are under persecution.
Our what?
Our necks are under persecution.
Now they ducking and hiding from the ice. They hiding under houses and crawl spaces and all that. Our necks is under persecution, man. Look, I went out there. I went to a what's that thing? I went to a chicken spot. The Northern Kingdom fried chicken spot. Normally the line be out the door. We walked up in there, went straight to the front. I should have took a picture. It was nobody in there. You ain't hear none of that in the streets. You ain't hearing none of that in the streets right now. This thing is no. Read that again.
Our necks are under persecution.
Uh-huh.
We labor and have no rest.
We labor and have no rest. They come over here working for cheap labor. Now they can't even rest. Meaning what? They might get caught slipping.
Hey, you know what, Cap? You in this spirit. I just thought about it when I'm back because you know where I work. It's
Right,
a
right.
depot right behind.
Oh my God!
It be littered with Northern Kingdom.
Yeah.
I don't see them no more.
Damn. You ain't found them.
You got a point. Yeah.
Man, this thing ain't no joke, man. It ain't no joke. You want to say something?
I did real quick.
Bring it up.
Revelation chapter 2:25. Just real quick. Cap in the spirit, man. So we got to understand, man. Everything written for aforetime was written for us to learn now, man, and to apply. Not just to learn, but to apply. Let's read Revelation 2:25. I want to bring this out real quick.
Revelation chapter 2, verse 25.
Uh-huh.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
So this is Christ speaking. So what he's talking about is hold fast to the words that I had, the books that I have given you in this King James, hold fast to that. But also it goes back to the video that Cap brought out in Puerto Rico with the writings on the wall, the Paleo Hebrew. We got to hold fast to that too. Like the Most High is allowing this white man to basically tell on himself. Right? Because this stuff, I didn't know that stuff was in Puerto Rico. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't know either. But the Most High is slowly but surely revealing that our Latino brothers and sisters, they are our people. They are Jews. Right. They are Israelites. So we got to hold fast not only to this Bible, but the bits and pieces that bishops are bringing out, the deacons are bringing out. We really got to take that stuff in because before you know it, Bishop already said it. They're going to outlaw us from teaching these on these platforms. So.
And all praise to the Most High. Bring up that DEI article now. Oh, damn. Yeah, we got a special guest on the show. Holler at your boy. Well, bring that DEI article up, though.
Bring it.
We got it.
The human cost of Trump firing all federal DEI workers.
Damn. All of them.
Just days into his second term, President Donald Trump placed federal staff working on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives on paid leave with the intent of eventually laying them all off. Workers who led DEI programs at University of Texas, University of Florida, and other higher education institutions located in states where conservative legislators eliminated DEI offices, programs, and positions have also recently lost their jobs. And then there are those workers who have lost their jobs at companies like Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta, which have recently unraveled DEI efforts.
Damn.
Amidst the dramatic saga, we too often forget that the professionals who abruptly lost their jobs are people. The overwhelming majority of these workers who have lost their jobs are Americans, and many of them are women of color.
Damn.
Yeah.
Their
You see that?
Damn.
Trump checking the black woman. Because remember, you couldn't tell her nothing. She got hired and all that. The Lord is doing this for a particular reason.
Their humanity deserves compassion and appreciation.
Because I'm going to tell you something. The way this man has set this system up, how he used the DEI and all these programs to really reinstitute what was going on the plantation. Put the black woman in all management positions. It's the same thing. We got to wake the hell up. There's nothing new under the sun. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7.
Bring it out.
Because now the white man taking the gloves off. You understand? You look at the DEI highs. You look at Trump looking at it like this. You got these sisters out there, the Fannie Willis, the Tisha, the sister in the white man propped up these black women to go after this man with all this legal warfare, and now he looking at it, he getting rid of all this stuff. It's all a game.
Damn.
It was a whole strategy, both sides in on it. Read that.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 7.
Come on.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So at one point in time, as a people, we was wise. During the civil rights, when we actually the benefits that we have today, we didn't get by voting. We didn't get anything by voting. We got it through boycotting and activism because we was mad. But watch this.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
A what?
A gift destroyeth the heart.
So when they gave us the Great Society Act, affirmative action, that destroyed the minds of our people. Not just us getting money, but I'm going to show you something else how it destroyed the minds of our people. We say we can't get these jobs without these programs, meaning I can't compete with the white man unless there's a set-aside program. What does that do? That disarms us mentally and from being the greatness that the Lord called us. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6. We don't need no damn program to outshine and excel them. We showed that during the Reconstruction era when we built hundreds of cities that they couldn't compete with, so they had to bomb and flood them out. We got to wake the hell up and smell the roses. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6.
Come on.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Hold on. What did God call the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American? What?
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
God said we are holy. We are separate people. We the clean people. That's what God said. You don't need it ain't no DEI or Title IX in that. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
You see, the Lord thy God chosen us. Come on.
To be a special people unto himself.
Watch this.
Above.
What?
Above. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So when we talk about DEI being equal to the white man, if God set us up above, if we want to be equal, we going backwards. We hustling backwards. That's why the communities are like, we want equality when God called us the superior race.
So you're saying being equal is beneath us,
Yes.
actually.
That's
Damn.
what God said. Read it one more time.
Damn,
Because
right?
my ears might be clogged up. Read it one
Verse
more time.
6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Come on.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee.
He chose us. Come on.
To be a special people unto himself.
Come on.
Above all people.
Above all. So everybody else is down here. We up here. Come on.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So when we marching for equality, we want DEI and Title IX, we going backwards, fam. That's the game. That's the trick bag. You want to say something? Go ahead,
Yeah,
bring it up.
just to land back, the white man is deranged because when we doing better than him,
Right.
he hates us.
Right.
But then when we up under him and he's assimilating us.
Right.
He don't want to deal with it. So it's like, all right, bro, like damned if we do, damned if we don't. Like what you want from us? Like you took us out of our country because Israel is your country. Right?
Right.
The whole world belongs to us.
Right.
You took us out of our rightful
This is wild.
land, and we did it to ourselves. We understand that.
Right.
And y'all forced us into the people that we are, but we greater than y'all, and y'all know that.
Right.
You understand?
That's why they run all the psychological warfare. Go ahead, Ash.
Nobody else will be able to survive the way we turned around. They said they don't want us around them.
Right.
Well, we ended up having Black Wall Street. They said, "Oh no, them niggas is living too lavish."
Right.
So what they did, they ended up destroying the city. Like look where we are. You gotta know that we are the
And
greatest.
that was
people
all
on this earth.
designed of the Lord, because if we was able to grow unrestricted, we would make this place our rest. We
Man,
would
what?
totally be running this place.
And that's
They
the
know
trick
that.
bag. And that's the
They
trick
know
bag.
that.
right.
That's why they bonded. Then they hijacked us and integrated us and started brainwashing and just utterly destroyed the minds of our people. Let's get that in Daniel real quick, 7 to 25. Then we're going to jump over to chapter 8. It's going to say the same thing. Like that whole thing, when we got integrated, that destroyed us as a people. Understand that thing. How you sending your child to be educated and groomed by people that was 20 years ago lynching, still currently at that time still lynching us. You think they gonna look out for us? Even till this day.
Hell no.
Read that.
Daniel chapter 7, verse 25.
Come on.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High.
So he speaks great words through his science, his philosophy, his religion against the Most High. Come on.
And shall wear out the saints of the Most High.
Come on.
And think to change times and laws.
So he changed time. That's why they got January 1st, New Year's. He changing laws. 2 men can marry. 2 women can marry. More than 2 genders. Come on.
And they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
So 350 years we would be utterly underneath this man till the Spirit of the Lord started waking us up in these latter days. Come on.
But the judgment shall sit, and they shall take away his dominion to consume and to destroy it unto the end.
That's what we read in 2 Thessalonians. Destroy with the brightness of his coming. So now jump over to chapter 8, verse 25.
Daniel chapter 8, verse 25.
Come on.
And through his policy.
So through his policy, meaning through the legislative acts, the laws that he passed, come on.
Also, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
So you got his business, his military, everything that he touched through his policy prospers in his hands. That's why he was able to bogart Colombia. Come on.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
So Donald Trump out there, this dude is prideful as hell. He coming out there, this dude out there tweeting memes that said F around and find out.
They found out.
The president is tweeting F around and find out.
They found
what
out.
the hell is going on? And they damn sure found out. Understand that thing. They said, hold on. We sending Lexuses, AMGs. We sending Maybachs to pick them people up. He found out quick. Read.
And by peace shall destroy many.
You see that? And by peace shall destroy many. He said, you know what? You niggas is all right with me. We got affirmative action. We got Title IX. We got DEI. I mean, no, he said we got DIE. I mean, oops, DEI. And the Bama got a mug shot up there as his presidential picture. What the hell is going on? The white man is back. All he needed some lice in his beard and some Caucasus Mountains in the background. He be in full effect. Read that again.
And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And he shall magnify himself in his heart.
So that was talking about Antiochus at the time, but that's the context. It was a prophecy about the Greeks and so forth. Come on.
And by peace shall destroy many.
But we bring it up today because the judgment's on the ring like officer brought out. By peace shall destroy many. He was beating us, lynching us, fire hosing us, and he said, you know, I'm going to bring peace. I'm going to give y'all welfare, affirmative action, and all that. And wrong. That destroyed, that go right back to the gift destroying the heart. He did that through peace. He got the so-called Native Americans with that. You know what? Man, my bad. I ain't mean to come over here and do all that. And then just through his policy, relegated him to the worst parts of the land in the country. And then stole that. Says, you know what? The hell with all that. Not only do you got the worst part, but we found this oil on there. We're going to run a pipeline through there.
Right. Give me that.
Come on, man. Read.
But he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
This is going into World War III. He think he going to stand against Christ, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Watch what the Lord going to do.
But he shall be broken without hands.
He going to be what?
He shall be broken without hands.
Let's break that down. Give me 2nd Ezra real quick what that means. We're going to show you he shall be broken without hands. 2nd Ezra 13, I want 27 and 28. So he shall stand against the prince of princes. Watch this.
2nd Ezra chapter 13, verse 27.
Watch this.
And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind and fire and storm.
Come on.
And that he held neither sword nor any instrument of war.
Come on.
But that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him.
Jump down to verse 37.
Verse 37. And this my son shall rebuke the wicked inventions of those nations.
This talking about Christ. He said he going to rebuke the wicked inventions. So all their missiles, all their BAMs attack them. ICBMs, satellites, ray guns, Tesla guns. The Lord going to rebuke it, man. Come on.
Which for their wicked life are falling into the tempest.
Come on.
and shall lay before them their evil thoughts,
Uh-huh.
and the torments wherewith they shall begin to be tormented.
Come on.
Which are like unto a flame.
Uh-huh.
And he shall destroy them without labor.
He gonna do what?
He shall destroy them without labor.
That's what it mean to be broken without hand, meaning he
Effortless.
ain't gonna put a hand. He just coming out there with what? Watch what's gonna flame him up.
By the law.
By the what?
By the law.
By this same law that we reading here, thou shalt not kill. Boom! Millions of bombers down in the valley of Jehoshaphat. Thou shalt not steal. Boom! That's how it's gonna go down. He not gonna lift a finger on them. He gonna destroy them with the law out of his mouth. The Bible gonna be in full force when the King of Kings come back. Come on.
Without labor by the law,
Uh-huh.
which is like unto fire.
That thing right there, in that day, that Bible gonna be on infinite level of power right there.
That's right.
And all them armies out there in the Middle East are gonna be that's the EU, that's the Iranians, Carmanians, all that, because America gonna be destroyed by that time. It's gonna be all NATO. When he come down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, it's a wrap, and he doing it with the law. So all praise to the Most High. You know, so man, shout out to the replacements, man.
Yeah, shout out, man. Shout out. All praise.
Yeah, so go ahead, Officer. Close us on out.
Okay, so make sure, man, y'all subscribe to Truth Be Told. Take your phones out right now. Scan that QR code, okay? And also support all the other radio shows, okay? Also, 12 Tribes Worldwide, the Booster Club. Y'all see the general, man, doing work, man. He never stop. Always on time, right? Can't stop, won't stop, all right? Also, we seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. So, Cali, keep your phones out. Scan that QR code, right? Spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions, all right?
All praise to the Most High, man.
And all praises for having me back. Hey, look, I got a remix coming with Flavor Flav, Dropping It Low for Jesus remix. Make sure y'all buy that on OR, okay? It's coming soon. All praises.
And that brother didn't have his head covered when the scriptures was coming
No,
out.
not at all. Not at all. I make
So
sure I
all
take
praise
that
to the
off when
Most
they
High.
bring me
Back
on.
like he never left, but the prophets is back like we never left. All praise
Yes,
to the Most
sir.
High. That we say
praises.
shalom, Most High,
Shalom.
Christ bless.
Shalom.